193 wounds on his body. In the summer of 1999, Susan had reached a breaking point. After another beating from her husband, Susan called her sister Cindy for help while Jeff was at work one afternoon. So she tells Cindy about the abuse, and Cindy and her husband arrived hours later in a U-Haul, and they helped Susan pack up all of her and Bradley's things, and she got them out of there. But the following morning, Jeff called her, threatening her. He said he was sending a moving van back over, and if she didn't pack it all up and come home, he was going to kill her and Bradley. Then in December of 2001, she gets pregnant again, this time with a little girl they named Kaylee. So on the night of January 13th, 2003, that decision would be made. Jeff came home from his weekly boxing lesson with a look in his eye. Susan knew it all too well. Jeff was high on cocaine. And that's when he started taunting the now 4-year-old Bradley, trying to get him to box with him. Jeff began taking jabs at the little boy's face, eventually hitting him pretty hard on the cheek. So Susan removed the children from the situation, putting them on the bed. Then he pushed Susan to the bed and began sexually assaulting her. Susan closed her eyes. She was scared of what was coming next because this was a really, really bad fight. And when she opened her eyes, according to her, Jeff is holding a knife above her. So Susan did the only thing she could think to do at that moment, which she hadn't really done. She fought back. She kicked Jeff. She actually managed to grab the knife from his hands, and she just began stabbing him. As soon as she gets the knife, she's stabbing him over and over again. She stabs him in his chest, his neck, his stomach, his legs, his genitals.
Holy crap. Was her kid in the room?
In the next room.
Okay.
The reason that Susan stopped stabbing is because she hears a little knock on the door.
Got it.
And Bradley is asking, "Are you okay?" Now Jeff is already dead.